And as she paddles off, the final of the Championship Girls has started. Abigail Dawson of Lee is in 1, Claire Murphy of Exeter in lane 4, Rachel Bradley of Coleraine in 5, Cambridge 99's Laura Burton is in lane 6, Holly Yowd from Walbrook is in lane 7, Isabel Clements from St George's College is sculling in lane 8. And the girls are now at around the 200-metre mark. No accidents off the start.
Well, we rejoin the action. We're already 250 metres into this A final for Championship Girls single sculls. And as we've heard from the tower then, a full 6-boat lineup spread right across the UK, and including on this occasion a sculler from Northern Ireland, Rachel Bradley, over there in lane 4, representing Coleraine Grammar School. And in fact, it's she who is sitting back in 3rd position at the moment, because making the early pace. No, I'm sorry, I'm confused by the lane numbers here. It is the Irish sculler who has her bow ball in front, just from Holly Yowd from Walbrook Rowing Club, at the bottom of your picture in the yellow, green and black strip. So very little to choose between those two leading contenders. Then back in 3rd position, we've got Laura Burton from Cambridge 99, who is just marginally ahead of the sculler at the top of your picture. Abigail Watson from the Lee Rowing Club in East London. 5th at the bottom of your picture, Isabel Clements from George Watson's college. And it's the Exeter sculler Claire Murphy in the green strip in over on the left of your picture, who is trailing by some distance after 500 metres. The 4 leading contenders, they're within about 3/4 of a length of each other, so all to play for as we get stuck into the cruising speed for these 6 scullers contesting this Championship Girls single sculls. Well, we've seen a great many contenders and trophy winners from this event over the years go on to very high honours in the senior and international field. And many names spring to mind. A recent one, of course, Hannah Scott, the Irish athlete who won this event some 3 years ago, and went on to move into the elite athlete field at senior level. And who knows, I just wonder if Rachel Bradley, the Irish sculler in this race, might follow suit. But that's all for the future. Right in the here and now, 750 metres in, and the field getting a little more spread out. Tall athlete there leading the way, sitting well up in the boat, very long and powerful in the water, driving that stroke through. And I've got her currently at 30 strokes a minute, and the sculler immediately to her left puts on a little bit of a sprint because she glanced over her shoulder. She could see the tail end of the Rachel's sculling boat in her peripheral vision. Tries to push on hard, not letting the Irish athlete get away with it. So the field's still pretty tight. Lee over on the far side, Abigail Dawson also in with a shout here. The important thing is, by all means, if Rachel Bradley is going to lead through this first half, don't let yourself be dropped off the stern end of the field, because in sculling races, things can change in the blink of an eye, and it's relatively easy to make up a length in the second half of the race. Easier to make up that sort of distance in the small boats than the big boats. And an H race are completely different. If you're down a length, then that's a lot of hard work to make up in the second half. We are at the halfway mark, and true to form, well, I don't know if Laura's been listening to my commentary. I rather doubt it, but she has strode on purposefully at a lower rate than Rachel Bradley, and is making ground. Oh, this is a fantastic push. She, in the last 10 strokes, she has virtually come up right alongside Bradley and moving away now to these 2 scullers neck and neck. Now, has the Coleraine sculler run out of steam here? Because she's not making any particular response that I can see from my vantage point. Little glance over to her left. No, keep your eyes in the boat. Concentrate on the effectiveness with which you're moving that craft along. But on and on comes Laura Burton. And Behind her, well, let's see what the field is doing. Still in with a shout. Abigail Dawson from Lee, right up there with the leading contenders. Claire Murphy from Exeter has overhauled Isabel Clements from George Watson's College. They've been swapping 5th and 6th, so appear to be out of contention as we approach 1,250 metres.
Singles final egg.
700 metres remaining now, and there's still all to play for. But that charge now ahead of the Irish sculler for Laura Burton from Cambridge 99 is continuing, and she's taken one full boat length. This is absolutely startling stuff here, because she was just biding her time, sitting there in that trailing position, and has used the last 250 metres to such good effect. And I just wonder what now, can the Lee sculler, can Abigail Dawson come back into the picture? Because Rachel Bradley appears to be slipping back. She has made absolutely no response as compared with Burton, who is just sitting up in the boat, sitting right back at the finish, long and powerful. When you get that sort of dominant push, and it really works in your favour, and you can see it work, you've got tangible evidence, you've blown the field away, that gives you confidence, and then you can just glance back at the rest of the field and match any late push that any of them might make, and that is a glorious sight indeed. She is looking so much more relaxed. She's got the rest of the competitors exactly where she wants them, but the Lee sculler, Abigail Dawson, coming on again now, and now we see a bit of a challenge from Rachel Bradley. She glances across, she sees the Lee sculler approach. Bradley pushes onward, trying to fight it off. Yes, she has held her off. Oh, just look at that, gone a third of a length ahead for the first time. So the Lee sculler will have to rebuild another push here, but no doubt about the leader. Laura Burton of Cambridge 99 just strides away. She's got what must be 2 to perhaps 2.5 lengths of clear water as we enter the red boy zone here in the Championship Girls Single Sculls. That's been a fantastically well judged race here by Burton, and we enter the red boy zone. I think she'll be mighty glad to see the finish of this race and know that her hard work has paid off. "200 metres to go then, and still Laura Burton leading the way ahead of Rachel Bradley of Coleraine.
So coming into the final 200 metres now, that is, as you would have heard, Laura Burton has sculled a very controlled race. She let Rachel Bradley take the lead, and she just bided her time, and then in the second half of the race she's pulled away, and she's now got a matter of a dozen strokes, I suppose, before she comes to the line as the winner of the Girls' Championship Single Sculls event. So Laura Burton of Cambridge 99 Rowing Club crosses the line now. You can hear the buzzer. And in second place, Rachel Bradley from Coleraine Grammar School in Northern Ireland.